more FACEIT European League, and we have TSM versus Virtus.pro on Overpass coming up any moment now. And sorry for the delay, I'm not sure even what caused that delay, but it doesn't matter because we're here. And James is building a hammock.
Oh, who won the raffle? Mr. Producer Reedtz.
Alexil won the raffle.
Alexil, a sub.
Yeah.
Of course. Let's open these cases. 3. Did we say no? We said 2. We said 2.
This is all James
no one
cares
more
about
now.
now. Just opening the cases.
It's just great to kill time. Bravo case. 2 Bravo cases, to be exact. Double Bravo. Double Bravo. Again. Opening the case. It's no guarantee of victory. Well, that would have been nice.
Don't kid yourself.
Brightwater would have been nice. But this, you will not get. This we will not give you. This will be contracted. Oh, look at that, Dan. It's an ump. Again. Another ump. Let's see if we can trade up these umps, actually. Because... Wait. No. Yeah. 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 It's a knife. Okay, let's go. You draw again, and then press submit again. There we go. Oh, it's a bloody Nova. Great.
Looks kind of nice.
Alright, back into the game at the end. Oh, it's too late. Virtus.pro win the knife, and we're going to get into the game. So you have to wait until our next cast to see if somebody actually wins something, because all that stuff is trash.
Okay, so this is pretty nice of Virtus.pro. Again, it feels weird that this was a choice for TSM, and they picked so well against Flipside, choosing Inferno. That was a really smart pick. But
Dan, I feel like we're back in Kiev.
Why?
TSM Virtus.pro, Overpass.
Well, we're not in Kiev.
Oh. So this will be interesting actually to see how these teams have developed since the last time we were in Kiev. It won't be long until maybe these teams will be in Kiev once again, but again, this is FACEIT League as opposed to Star Ladder. And I can't wait to watch these 2 teams play and see how they have developed. Let's open another case. Since these guys are taking the time. So we're back on the... No, let's do Bravo. One more Bravo case. For whoever that guy who was won. You get an extra case while we wait for these games to start. And... No, you're not going to get that either. That's going in the bin as well. Okay, so... Oh, you want the Nova Koi? Okay, fine. You can have the Nova Koi. You, sir, can have... It is a quite nice pistol. Pistol? It's a shotgun, Dan. It's a nice shotgun. You can have the Nova Koi. You can have the Nova Koi. So, I believe we are live. Okay, Cubin's having... okay, no, we're not live. Because... Did they even realise?
I'm not. Don't think they're that sure. I think they're just going here. So, going to be a bit of a wrap here against the aggressive player Virtus.pro, looking for that sandwich. But we do have quite a nice crossfire set up behind the toilet.
They do actually have 5 players. It's just showing wrong on there for some reason. Sorry to interrupt you.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they can actually bring out here. So much chaos, and this is Virtus.pro's style. They love the chaos here, pushing 5 players down towards the party area. It's been something that they've done in previous matches as well, and only really Virtus.pro tend to do that, or that I have seen so far at least. And Device is now in what would feel like an unwinnable position here against these 3 players that are left over. There's no way he's going to do this. Going to get taken down by TaZ, and we have a pistol round won by Virtus.pro, which is very scary actually, because when they get the money rolling on their CT side, there is all kinds of shenanigans that they can pull out the bag.
Okay, so we've got some weirdness with the coach position, but hopefully it's been fixed now. So don't worry, Virtus.pro did start and continue with 5 players in that, despite what was shown to you by the HUD, and they will continue. 1 round up here so far against TSM. TSM going for an eco device. Wow, TSM continuing the 1D that we saw in the previous map. And we'll resume on Overpass, which is our 3rd game of 3 tonight. So we've got byali, Snax and Neo with those value weapons, the MP9s, the MP7. Although it's TSM to get the first frag, TSM to close the distance on both A and B. You can see device coming down the long area there with the Deagle, and the attention is not being paid by Virtus.pro, and he was unlucky not to find that frag onto Snax. It should have been a headshot, really. The Deagle, though, does have inaccuracy, even if you're standing dead still, firing 1 shot. karrigan to try and plant the bomb here. 4 HP after that nade. And he's just about going to get it down in time. That's an important plant for the TSM side. We'll see what kind of buy comes out for them in the following round. So I have no idea what's happening here. But
bit of a crash, and then we saw the Vulcan stream there. Very, very nice. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with TSM's T-sides, because they have really awesome aim. And the problem is that this can be quite a CT-sided map that we've seen in the past. So I'm going to need to see them racking up quite a few rounds. And Virtus.pro do like to get aggressive, so I would think that they're going to go with that passive approach that they used so well previously against their first opponent's flip side. So that should help them to gauge what is going on with Virtus.pro. But something that they have to do is take map control. They have to go for this. They have to be able to get sewers, get connector, and take all this stuff away from Virtus.pro, because in doing so, they'll probably be able to find opportunities for frags if they trade properly. So I don't know how to really predict this match, because these are 2 really good teams on Overpass, and it's a TSM. They're not the old TSM that everyone talked about, with the choking and everything like that. They're a completely different beast these days.
Alright, so we're into the 3rd round here for Virtus.pro, and TSM going for the buy after getting that bomb plant and having the eco in the previous round. Very profitable round for them indeed. Virtus.pro man disadvantage now, and again there's Neo just with the MP7 versus the 4 AKs of the TSM side, which will make things a little bit worse for VP here. Neo currently stuck in an engagement, which he's going to get the better of actually onto karrigan, and that's going to be a big money bonus as well. We'll see if he can hold. Quite heavily tagged, device will just be patiently waiting to finish him off as the inevitable peak comes in. So 2 versus 2 now. TaZ, they keep taking down Xyp9x. There is a crossfire on the site, and that's going to be the bomb down. So device with 2 to find and 25 seconds to do it. Turns it into a 1 versus 1. Now the question is, where is byali?
Well, he's creeping up behind it. This should be an easy one for him. Gets a drop on the device, and the bomb plant will not happen. So Virtus.pro picking up another round. Costly though for them, but a round nonetheless. And they will have enough money to spread the wealth and get everyone on proper weapons for this round. TSM unfortunately going to have to go with a pistol save. It's buying within $2,000 so they can get the buyout in the following round. But generally speaking, Virtus.pro with a good start at the moment, despite incurring some damage early on. Pasha, obviously with no nades. So what are TSM going to go for here? Without any grenades, this is really hard to basically play against a team like Virtus.pro, who are going to be, they know what the situation is, they can see, they can spot a little bit there, so they just have to play really far back. And look at this double peek here. Pasha and Snax ready to gun down. Oh, dear, but almost team fragging each other there as cajunb comes in from the side to reclaim the toilet area for the terrorist side. But bomb is down, not going to happen. Snax is going to lock it down, pick up a Tech 9, and that should be the round here for VP.
Yeah, only Xyp9x remains, and Neo just about didn't see him, but comes back in time to get the headshot onto the man. It's going to be important for them going forward. So 4-0 to Virtus.pro, clean sheet so far. Again, we have seen some dominant CT halves between these 2 sides. We'll have to wait and see if this continues here in day 1 of the FACEIT League Stage 2 Europe. Got North America day 2 coming later on.
That push though, 4 players down party from Virtus.pro. This is exactly what we're talking about. This aggression is really sick. Teams used to do it just with an AWPer, but they're going to get 2 frags here. TSM not having enough bodies to trade effectively against that, and only getting 1 frag and losing cajunb and karrigan. So this completely rattled the cage of TSM, and now they have to try to find a way to save this round. They are a man down in this situation, which is pretty awesome for CT side on Overpass, because the rotation's still quite fast between the sites. So
yeah, so the man down is not as bad for Virtus.pro as it might be on other maps, and they have quite good control of that rotation as well.
So they have a forward man on upper park as well, so he will spot one of these players, and that should be a pretty big tell as to what's going on. He's going to die, but they should be able to rotate one man really fast 2A, but they haven't started a rotation. Now they will. And who is it? It's actually Neo on the site. He's very good at holding down this bomb site, I must say, but how quickly are TSM going to be here? Because they need to be fast.
All the flashes coming in now. And, Neo's going to be clear in sight when it's time for TaZ to push. TaZ coming in for support as well. Good cleanup by Virtus.pro. And again, we're seeing differences from when these 2 last play each other on LAN already on this map. So great aggression there from Virtus.pro, as you pointed out, with the people up to the other end of the map. Normally, you have somewhat of a semi-passive semi-passive hold up there from the CTs who go back after a certain timing, but Virtus.pro just ruthless aggression there.
Keeping a guy on upper park in that situation is really, really smart as well, because it gives them that time to rotate to see what's coming. You can't really do that on the B side of the map, it's too risky, so really well done for Virtus.pro to basically get every single advantage possible and playing with the 1-man up situation. We're going to have a peek here from pasha. He's got a Snax here to help him out as well. Snax coming into an off angle after the peek from pasha is distracting them, but it's not going to actually pay off here. We get a really nice reaction from the T side. dupreeh going to go down to the scout of Neo though, so despite having a bit of a weird situation on the weapons, again, the rotation's in here, very fast. Neo picks up the bomber, and it's just 1 man left. And oh, Neo's in a very tough spot. He can't get back into cover, barely makes it away though, pulls out the pistol, finishes the job, and 6 rounds to Virtus.pro. Very fast half here so far.
Yeah, preferring the scout over the Galil that was on the floor. In fact, he's going to drop to his teammate and then go back to pick up the scout rather than upgrade. He's got the money for an AWP, but he is more than content to use and abuse that scout.
There's loads of spots both sides of the map for this, so you can kind of understand it. Especially if he's a bit of a scout specialist like MBK, then it actually does make a lot of sense. Especially considering what's going on with the buy here. And this is something that they would know that it would be an eco, because TSM did not get the bomb down, so they know it's eco city. But 4 deeks. 4 deeks. We might see some devastation from those deeks here if Virtus.pro get unlucky. There are the peaks. Trying it on with the deeks. No 1 deeks just yet though. And the aim punch is definitely ruining them, to be honest. From the lack of Kevlar. pasha is just padding his stats here. 4 frags for him there. Might just get the ace. And there it is. So very, very relaxed and calm ace, if ever I've seen one. And there's deeks for all. Deeks for all.
Deeks. 7-0. TSM yet to find the scoreboard. Money is looking... It's in the kind of middle ground for Virtus.pro. If they were to get wiped out in a round, then it would all be gone the way things are looking at the moment. Got the 4 AKs and the 1 AWP on the TSM side. And Neo is still rocking the scout.
But Virtus.pro with another push here. They've done the pushes in so many different ways, but karrigan with a great angle, actually. Again, a bit of an off angle there for pasha to deal with. And that's going to send his teammates back. And oh, they take control of the toilets too. This should be around here for TSM. They just have to play the numbers advantage correctly, but Snax will pick up 1 on his way back to the bomb site. But still, numbers advantage for TSM. Just have to go together now. And if they know all the nades for B, that seems an obvious choice.
Okay, so karrigan sitting up to smoke off the balcony. Oh, actually, no, I think that might be a closer one to smoke off the kind of the platform entrance to the bomb site itself. We'll have to see as this continues. Well, byali with an advanced position, but a molly going to come in. Indeed, it was a smoke for the balcony. Snax going to come through the smoke and clear things up there. So that smoke was only so good as Snax found a way to punish. 8-0 for the Virtus.pro side. A little bit expensive Number of players spending 6k, so you can see the money starting to deplete for the Polish side. However, they still have the clean sheet in the bag.
So they're going to get pushed there from Connector. So again, finding new ways to push every single time. 2 players, so they got the trade potential, they got the support potential. So the only issue actually is that there's no one in toilet. So if they want to get out, if Connector back towards A, that's not going to be possible. If the T's did manage to take party, they'd have a much better vantage point over that area. So it's a bit of a risk here for Virtus.pro in a play like this. Snax could get stuck down there, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be an opening from Neo actually towards Monster. So TSM losing a man, not getting anything from it. Looking for that play in. Oh, but this angle is so ridiculous there. Snax picks up a nice one onto cajunb. dupreeh's going to go hunt him down now, but pasha is there ready to support. And this is what we're talking about, that support, that team play. Look at it, so beautiful there. Gorgeous stuff from Virtus.pro. And TSM, they keep thinking, okay, we can go punish this. But Virtus.pro are a step ahead every time.
That's actually a common boost that Virtus.pro do specifically, but I rarely ever see that from anybody else. Funnily enough, cajunb was looking for the boost as well, and he found it. And he also found the end of the barrel. Device is the only one standing here for Virtus.pro,
wow.
And he's going to get snapped by TaZ. Very nice reactions indeed. Spam your FACEIT TaZ in the chat. 9-0 for Virtus.pro. And this is looking like another 12-3-ish half, but it could even be a 15 at this point.
Well, the thing as well is, again, Virtus.pro keep mixing their aggression up. So this is what I was actually talking about earlier on, is that if TSM play much slower, they might be able to catch them off guard. Because Virtus.pro in their aggression, sure, it can be strong, but it's also something where they can be making mistakes. They're opening themselves up to all kinds of potential weaknesses. But it's going to be Neo to, again, open things up down Monster. So he keeps getting the better of them there, and they don't even have a sniper to challenge them, sorry. The push does come in regardless, so looking quite good again for Virtus.pro, not faltering at all, only losing Neo to the immediacy of the push, and Device is going to steal away the AWP and back away. Now I guess all he can really do here is save with that low HP, so save he will, but Virtus.pro have all the money to go and hunt him down. Ooh, that's smoke actually, smoking off the byali's to approach, and that will give them a discovery of the position of Device, but I don't know if they want to challenge him here.
Going for somewhat of a passive peek with a boost over the wall onto the site itself, as you can see there. So again, they will be conscious that their economy can be broken were they to lose a number of plays in one round. They will want to avoid that.
One of the closest rounds they actually won was the round where the aggression from Virtus.pro came down with 2 players down the A-long area, the upper parkway area. We had someone playing an off angle for TSM. I think it was actually cajunb, if I'm not mistaken. But he managed to pick up a kill because they were waiting so far back in such a nice angle, anticipating it, and that gave them an advantage early on. This is kind of what they need to try to find. But Virtus.pro, every time they've been winning these aggressive, positions. So TSM keep getting caught off guard. Now much more passive round, but TSM with a fast pace. Will they get these entries towards toilets? That is the first point of contact here for them.
Okay, Snax trying to abuse the corner of the smoke there, but he's going to be having to move back before things get a bit too sticky there. And there is a boost that the CTs can do on top of a bench, which allows them to look through the glass on the top of the wall there. Just what you can see top right of your screen. That's exactly where the boost is, which is sneaky. But Virtus.pro not requiring it. Got a different boost that is quite common as well. We have seen it before from Virtus.pro, and TSM have definitely done their homework here. They know the angles to look for Virtus.pro. However, Virtus.pro here will be finding the frag. There's another one for Neo now, who finds himself on the AWP. One-man advantage here for Virtus.pro as TSM continue to try and assault the site, but Virtus.pro winning almost all the duels here. Just karrigan alone, and Neo will finish him off as well. 11-0 to Virtus.pro.
They had to run through so many grenades to even get an opportunity to just get a look in on the A-bomb site. But in the meantime, Neo is putting loads of bullets into them. And we can see now, there is only one bomb that has been planted so far, and it was defused. Only one bomb that has been planted. That is actually kind of nuts, especially considering that if you go for an execute on the B-bomb site, the bomb plant is usually somewhat guaranteed. It's whether or not you can stay alive after planting it, which is usually the question. So they haven't really gone for any B executes, and this time Virtus.pro with 3 players towards B, they are anticipating this because they know the money is weak for TSM because they're not getting the bombs down. So they know there's a force up coming.
Right, and they're going to not allow the T to get any desperation plants in. Flames in the entrance is short. Flames on the site itself. And the bomb will be left in the flames with only Zipnix to try and hold things down. And he will fall as well. Virtus.pro, never mind the counter flashes. You can try and rush short if you want to, but you're going to have to walk on the hot coals.
The funny thing is, and this is what I mentioned earlier, is that this is what surprises me. Why did TSM pick Overpass against Virtus.pro? I'm not being results oriented here. Virtus.pro are really solid on this map, and it suits their style. And look, this is why they're going for that 4-man push again down towards Party. No other team does this. Only Virtus.pro, and Neo's just got loads of bullets from that AWP with TSM players' names on it. And on them, and it's going to be a very, very easy cleanup. And they're going to fall all the way back to the bomb sites and be like, well, you got 2 players left.
Good luck, have fun.
Come at us. Come at us now. So, yeah.
Got 2 players left. Sorry for Rex.
Sorry for Rex, indeed. So, TSM getting a little bit crushed here. This is looking to be potentially the fastest map that we have seen in recent times on FACEIT TV, and a bit of a surprising result. Not to say that it's over just yet, but still looking very strong for Virtus.pro to take the game from this point. If they keep racking up rounds like this should be 13 for them.
The thing is, if TSM got say 3, 4, wow,
yes,
if they got 3 or 4 rounds, cajunb gets 2 or 3 headshots. But if TSM gets 3 or 4 rounds on the T side, they could entirely do exactly the same as Virtus.pro. We saw it in Kiev. We could see it now. However, the window of opportunity then is on a passing train, and that train seems to be moving way too fast for TSM to jump on.
Neo's top fragging, and he's going for the off as well. We have mentioned before when we were picking our Vulcan teams, like I wanted Neo because on Overpass games,
this is the boost I was talking about, by the way.
Usually the action that he gets is a lot, and he's very, very strong at holding down the A side of the map. We're seeing that kind of strength out of Neo. He's even getting a lot of frags here. Snax and Pasha, really hard combo to deal with towards toilets as well. Especially if Pasha picks up an ult, but he's not going to need one, to be honest. He's got Snax for beautiful support. He's going to smoke them off. They are forced through the smoke at this point, and if they're not finding trades, with no trades, the position cannot be won. Finally, there'll be a kill, but now we're going to have 3 players on the A bomb site with loads of nades. And
TSM only have 2 rifles on the 3 players. Vice just picks up the M4. Just as cajunb gets taken out, Neo going back to the well. He's going to survive with his life. And a bit of a jumping peek there. Just ruthless aggression. He needs his teammates to come and peek for him. Otherwise, he's going to give kills away indeed. That's exactly what he will do. So much confidence here on the Virtus.pro team. But maybe a bit of an overextension there by Neo. May cost them 1 round. We will have to wait and see. 2 versus 2 now. Device just taking another CT who's hung himself. And byali will make it a 1 versus 1. Device has only got 9 HP. But if you can find an angle, if you can take byali by surprise, and maybe TSM make it onto the scoreboard here.
Oh, he gets the head as well. 14-0, my god. Virtus.pro really destroying TSM here. This is nuts, actually. If I remember correctly, TSM were one of the teams that kind of barely qualified last time for the LAN.
Yeah, they had a really bad start to the league, but somehow made it there.
Yeah, and then won.
And then top had 3 of their team in the top 3.
That's crazy.
Of the fraggers at LAN.
That is crazy.
Very nice stuff.
Okay, so again, aggression out of Virtus.pro. And they're going to go both sides as well. They're going to take Suez with 2 players. So look at this beautiful just play from them, just tapping them down. It's going to be that's going to be it. 15-0. Virtus.pro with an amazing display. Really, that is a joy to watch. Just seeing their aggression just work so flawlessly due to the way that they set it up is definitely a joy to watch. Can't say that was a joy for TSM though.
No, nobody likes to be on the verge of a 16-0, Dan.
I don't know if that we have we ever seen a 16-0 on the FACEIT League? I don't know that we have.
I cannot recall a 16-0.
Because FACEIT League has only the finest of teams.
Indeed.
In FACEIT League. Only the finest.
But 16-0s are still possible. Especially when you pick Overpass.
Yeah.
Against Virtus.pro.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Because it's just one of those maps that they love it. They love it. They're really good at it.
But the thing is, if TSM started on the CT side, this could be a 12-3 TSM right now. It could be.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
It could be. Although, we need to see what development they've had on Overpass, but we're probably not going to be able to see it.
I mean, one of the reasons why I like Virtus.pro here is because if you look at loads of top teams on Overpass, I mean, they're all good, but I feel like Virtus.pro have the most flair and style on the map, and it fits their gameplay the most out of all the top teams. They might not be the best Overpass team, but I feel of the top teams, they get to play their style and they get to have the most comfort playing the CT side, because you can do so much aggression, as we're seeing all over the place. Because for example, if you compare it with Cobble has a similar thing where you can get aggressive on the A side but not the B side. Well, actually on this map you can get aggressive on the B side as well, but only really into sewers. You can't really get aggressive down monster, but you can take the sewers away. And so we're seeing the Virtus.pro take everything, and sometimes they will actually push someone down monster as well. Sometimes they do that also. So yeah.
What was really interesting as well was that like round 13, and they're still bringing out new setups there. With the boost I was mentioning, that I hadn't seen that until round 13, so definitely tricky stuff. So Virtus.pro with the one chance here to take it 16-0. TSM moving away from the B bomb site, looking to double peek and try and allow their teammates to rotate. Going to get 2 frags so far. The bomb should go down here. Maybe not. That's going to help his teammate with the numbers. There's 2 frags for him. Trade coming in, and he's going to try and make a run for it against 3, but TSM get their way onto the scoreboard. So Virtus.pro don't get a 16-0, but they need to keep their heads in the game, keep their focus, and not sit on the lead, because TSM could somewhat, well, maybe not very easily, but they could definitely string a number of rounds together. It'll be hard, but the comeback is possible.
The funny thing is that TaZ wanted to go for the game win there, not for, because they already have 15 rounds, and TaZ is like, no, I'm not going to get the guaranteed plant. I'm going to go for the game-winning play and just try to kill them with pistols. But that might still happen. We've got the force up, and they are going to go ham in B. And karrigan needs to deliver here. He's got 1 frag. He's still alive. That's something. Can delay for his team, but in comes Neo from the side. And this is not looking too hot here for TSM.
Yeah, 2 versus 2. TaZ, again, the last one standing. Oh, he's going to try and avoid that P90, sorry. And he will get taken down by dupreeh, but at what cost? Only 2 surviving for TSM, but another round in the bag. And I think part of the reason why he'd be going for the round win there is because you can't allow momentum on the CT side of Overpass.
Well, I mean, with the guaranteed bomb plant, you get the immediate pressure back with the... They could even force it up afterwards and have a stronger force. So that's why I would expect it, because they're going to go for it now. They're going to drop AKs and get some armor on Pasha or whoever's going to have the AK, because they just want to keep the pressure up, as you mentioned. So I love this from them. I definitely would want to do the same thing in their position. With 15 rounds already, you can pull out all the crazy. Get all the crazy in there. Get all of it in there. All the crazy.
Timing nade comes in, but Virtus.pro are waiting for a peek, waiting to punish. And Virtus.pro will use the time afforded to them. Got TSM jumping around, looking for info they so desperately need.
Yeah, I mean, having TaZ and byali on AKs with armor is so scary. Neo and Snax, you can see they basically bit the bullet and said, okay, we're going to be support players in this round. We're going to drop you everything, guys. We have a CZ and a Tech 9. And Pasha on the scout, always dangerous. And they're through monster, and Snax is the first man, and he's the sacrifice, but they weren't even looking his way. He gets a kill, and Xyp9x could just save things here. Able to pick up a couple of kills. That's one of the AKs down, but in comes Neo from the side with the CZs. These pistol players putting in work, despite not having any armor. That's a huge amount of damage. A one-on-one here. TaZ with the AK. Oh, but dupreeh will tap him down, but they lost 4 players. Bomb did not go down, but you better believe they're buying again. There's no way they're not buying again here.
That could have been a disaster for TSM. They had the P90 up close with the potential to pop flash, but he was faced the wrong way, trying to avoid a nade and went down. I don't think they picked up the P90, but that could have just made things that bit worse, which could have been what took Virtus.pro over the line. So going for somewhat of a buy here. They've got some nades, P250s, looking to get some damage done, but without investing too much. Going to see Pasha jumping through the smoke, and he's going to get taken down at little cost. In fact, none. No players touched for the CT side yet. That flash is going to force the CTs back, but spray coming out for Device. The FAMAS on the site. Got crossfire from dupreeh, so he can reload as well. Bomb gets picked up, goes down again, and that's a clean round for TSM. Still no plant for Virtus.pro, so we will see the buy. Momentum on the CT side, but all it takes is one mistake too much. Is all that's required. How long can they hold on for?
Yeah, very, very strong investment from Virtus.pro. And will we see aggression from TSM? They're playing with their lives every single round in this best of one. They do not want to have a repeat season as they did last time. Despite winning everything, they almost didn't qualify. So got to make sure that they don't risk that again. And TaZ will pick up an opening onto karrigan. So lots of movement here. We've got to play moving into connector. It is dupreeh here. Going to go down here. If his timing is poor, he's going to get wrecked. But actually, he will be the one delivering the pain. But the duel will be won eventually by TaZ. So 4 versus 2, and TSM are in trouble. It's just Xyp9x left. He's got full HP, full set of grenades, kit and armor, and the M4. But it's going to be hard for him to pull this one out of the bag. He's going to hear all the stepping, I think, towards A. So he knows it's going to be A now, so he's just got to try to get a good flank. But there could be a player looking for him at every turn, so he's got to be careful in his approach. Because he's checking everything right now.
There are 2 players heavily tagged, so things could definitely be even up there. There's one of them. That HE, let's see if he can kill anyone there.
Wow.
Exactly. Now it's a 2 versus 1, and he has a real chance to keep his team in the game. They know where he is, but the bomb is down, so the onus is on him to push.
Didn't reload either, actually, so he's only got 13 bullets to work with as he moves on in here. And spots one player by bang. pasha will take his head cleanly off, and 16-4, very, very, very strong overpass game here from Virtus.pro. And they, I mean, 15 rounds on the CT side is really crazily strong, especially against a TSM. And it's not just that was strong. TSM got the bomb down once. They got the bomb down 1 time in 15 rounds. That's nuts. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. But credit to Virtus.pro for potentially being the most dominant team on Overpass at the moment, at least on the CT side. The
cool thing that you mentioned that briefly at the end of that of their CT side was they put their rounds were so different all the time. They never did the same aggression really. Okay, I think they did the same aggression maybe max twice. I think like the 4-man push down party, but generally the variance was huge on the setups. So that was exciting. I can't wait to see Virtus.pro again on Overpass. Who will topple them? Who will best them and their CT sides? I don't know. Any additional thoughts here?
No.
Done with your cases?
Done with the cases for now. Let's keep the cases. All right, one more case. One more case. Let's do a breakout case, shall we? Maybe a Vanguard. Have we done Vanguard case? Yes, we do Vanguard case because we have far too many Vanguard cases. I hate them. I hate them. Oh. I didn't buy any Vanguard keys, so breakout it is. Let's break out of the breakout.
And remember, guys, we actually recently hit, last night, in fact, 550,000 followers. So we are 50,000 away from our next goal, which is 600,000.
Which is 2 Dragon Lore attempts for subscribers, a StatTrak Aquamarine Revenge, not factory new. I believe it's field tested, but it's still very nice and looks minimal wear. You know, we don't do you like that. No perverted battle scarred. And we have the Bayonet Blue Steel as well, which will be an open raffle that everybody can enter.
That's really nice. Actually, that's a very nice
Lots of swag.
That's actually a really crazy 600k giveaway.
It is. It was a very expensive one.
That is a really expensive one. That's like, I don't even want to know. I could guess how much that costs. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It was.
Okay. Let's go.
1 box. Only 1. Only 1.
That's worth like £1, but it is actually really nice.
This is not going anywhere. That's it. Let's go.
It's not even StatTrak actually. The StatTrak's worth like £1, but it's actually a really nice skin in my opinion.
It's worth £1. Yeah, I liked that one, but I have the Emerald now.
Yeah.
So there we go. Hello.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, this has been the European FACEIT League, and we have some more matches later on. We've got some North America FACEIT League. So if you want to stick around. And well, I wouldn't advise that you wait 4 hours for us to go live again, but we will be live in 4 hours. So if you're around in 4 hours or so, that's correct, isn't it? 4 hours, about 4 hours.
Later on,
then we'll be doing some North American matches. So that should be really, really fun. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and good night. We'll see you in the near future.